Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 6th stream of Deus Ex Human Revolution Director's Cut. Now, we are probably, well, if it wasn't for the DLC, we'd probably be a little bit more than halfway through the game. We're back in Detroit at the riots, and our next objective is to track down and talk to Taggart at the convention center. I am your host, Iron Dragon. Quick reminder for those who are new to the channel, if you like what you see and want to support what I do, don't forget to like and subscribe and maybe leave a comment. It really helps. That kind of engagement really helps the algorithm. So, with that in mind, let's get into it. And in case you're wondering, in the last stream when I killed Yelena Fedorova, she never said a word. Actually, she never says anything at all. From what I'm told, it's some sort of trauma from when she was a child, so she actually doesn't speak. Can't remember if I picked up any praxis or not, which is why I'm back here.
Will you be purchasing anything today? Always a pleasure, sir.
Picking up some of that Typhoon ammo because it's rare anywhere else in the game. You're probably lucky to pick up maybe 20-25 shots for that Typhoon in the entire game.
How may I be of...
Well, sir, you may be of service by giving me money for that machine pistol. Which I really don't need.
See you soon.
And for that revolver, since I have one that's already upgraded. Well, that is true, Dyruger, since I took out Fedorova in 2 shots with it.
Always a...
And let's see. Drop that so I don't accidentally sell it.
always...
I have quite a lot of those auto picks. If it does, let me know, and maybe there's something we can do to help with that, like adjusting the field of view.
Everything seems to be under control in the convention center. He's on stage now.
His protection isn't deep enough since I can still get into the convention center, but obviously not this way. I just wanted to see if everything had been put back where it was before. And it has been.
Time this escalator has broken down this week.
You think they would actually work and not just sit there looking good? Damn buddy.
Tell me about it. Now with all the damage out there, I doubt we're gonna see any increase in funding anytime soon.
Looks like the only thing escalating are those damn riots. This whole city is going this shit.
What is it?
Bill, changing the world for the better.
Or changing it back to what it used to be. To before these people started poisoning their bodies. Or to use his words, their divine engines.
See, I have no problem with amputees wanting to get augmentations.
Especially our soldiers. That's the least they deserve after defending our country. Like Taggart's patient Ezekiel.
Right. And what happened to Ezekiel? He got himself a new limb that sent him into a spiral of despair because of the drugs. Essentially, what Bill Taggart is asking is, do we really want to have a world filled with addicts being forced to pay exorbitant amounts of money to a bunch of corporate neuropozyne pushers?
I just don't get why certain people have this loony idea that augmentations will make the world better.
Well, as you can see by what's going on out there, they have a lot of work to do to convince the world.
I just can't subscribe to Taggart's Neanderthal opinions. It's like he thinks human development is a sin.
I can't believe there are still people out there with such backward mentalities.
This UN resolution he wants passed is persecution, plain and simple.
Agreed. He loves to claim over and over again what a peaceful organization Humanity Front is. But just look outside. In a non-direct way, he's promoting this kind of reaction.
Well, there have always been nuts like Taggart trying to stop human progress. But by the end of the day, the human need to explore always wins out. He'll be a relic in no time.
I hope you're right. I'm just wondering when Hugh Darrow is going to come out of his shell and take a position. It seems like this whole resolution is on hold until he speaks up.
Outside, in our streets. Who do you think like Taggart, people who are constantly trying to divide us by our differences, instead of uniting us by our similarities.
Oh, wait. Okay, yeah.
You don't have to get up.
Question ever posed.
Well, who are you to think you can just turn yourself into robots, abuse drugs, and then think you can function freely in our society?
You and that asshole Taggart? Just try to take away my freedom and see what happens.
Let's see. Oh. Okay, that was the top of that escalator. Isn't it South Dakota that has like one escalator in the entire state?
Cost for that disposal.
Yeah. Backstage area is completely blocked off. Even the janitor can't get back there now.
What about the air vents?
You're kidding, right? Have you seen the size of those vents? You expect a contortionist or midget is going to try to assassinate Taggart?
Don't get smart.
Well, I guess I must be a contortionist or a midget then, because I keep squeezing through them. Ah, okay. I knew it was one of those states in that immediate vicinity.
I don't feel like being a slave to a bunch of super soldiers in 5 years.
Just minutes ago.
We at Tidal Medical have not and never will.
Like I said, I knew it was one of the northwestern states.
Nobody tries to sneak in.
I'll take a walk and make sure everyone else is in position.
After viewing controversial satellite footage uncovered by Picus.
Good, there's the security hub.
Access granted.
And turn off the cameras outside.
Access granted.
Lay low, sir. Forgive me, but I...
Sandoval's in Detroit. Holed up in some apartment building on Grand River Road. I'm heading there now.
Alright. But Adam, you think Taggart's involved?
There's no hard evidence yet to prove it.
Too bad. But you know there could be. If you upload that data recording you got in Montreal onto his computer...
You're asking me to frame him?
We could lose everything, Adam, given the mood out there. We may have to get our hands dirty to fix it. Well, you got a problem with that?
Yes, I do.
All right. It was just a thought. Sarif out.
Well, got the ghost for that too, and smooth operator. Sir, forgive me, but I will not be able to attend your speech this evening. I'm having something of a family emergency. Several of my brother's kids are getting out of control and, well, I'm sure you can appreciate why I need to be available to them. If you need to reach me, I have retired to the apartment I usually use, not far from the Chiron building on Grand River Road. All of this is unfortunate, but I take consolation in the fact that these sacrifices will allow us to better do God's work. Isaiah. Mr. Taggart, I don't know if you read all your mails or if you have people doing this sort of thing for you, but regardless, I hope this message reaches you. Your book, No Better, The Myth of Human Augmentation, changed my life. I owe you so much it is hard for me to express. I have never been a really attractive woman. I'm a bit on the chubby side, and my traits are not those favored by the canon of the times. I always resented my appearance and the way I felt when people looked at me. For years I obsessed about surgery and augmentation. I never had the money or the courage, but I always dreamed of having the perfect eyes, the perfect face, the perfect arms, and so on and so forth. I was disgusted with myself, this ugly shell I was stuck in. But when I read your book and about all this augmentation nonsense not really being about the bettering of oneself, but rather about indulging in one's self-rejection and self-disgust, it really struck a chord. All I wanted to do was poison my body, deform it, and pollute it with foreign elements. Elements that are not human, elements that are not me. I am better now. I've joined a group for people with low self-esteem, and I've gotten better. I am one of your most avid supporters, and I think you are a living legend. Someone who will be remembered for hundreds of years to come. Paul Strice. Let's see. This is the East Coast, Taggart. We're liberals here, and we actually enjoy freedom. Go back to Utah with your 12 wives and non-evolutionist theories. Your book is shit. I am sorry that you feel this way, Mr. Strice. Truly I am, and though I suspect I am merely wasting my breath, I would still like to try and better expose to you my point of view. I do believe in God, as you so rightly point out, and the value and sanctity of the human body, and although this may be a direct result of my Mormon upbringing, it is not the reason I advocate an end to human enhancement technology. The basis for my belief, for my thesis, and indeed the reason I founded the Humanity Front in the first place, is because of what I personally witnessed in the months following my wife's death, and then for years afterward during my practice as a professional psychologist. Might I suggest that you reread my book, and then maybe you'll revise your assertions? I would have suggested you simply read in the first place, as I doubt you actually have, but that would have been rather insulting, wouldn't it? Regardless, I admire your dedication in pursuing what you believe in, and pushing this discussion forward with those who see things differently. Whatever, religious nut. Taggart, again, I'm telling you we should wait until the vote. Hong Kong, Picus, I understand the value of prudence to a point. Taggart, this is a mistake. Picus, I'm guessing. We have to act now. We have to secure this as soon as possible. Taggart, why? What happens if we get caught? Picus, we won't. Taggart, there's confident and there's presumptuous. Picus, I'm telling you it's out of your hands. Taggart, and I'm telling you the population will listen. They're ready. This is a mistake. And a Nigerian scam. Something I need to do real quick. If I'm going to punch through the wall, I need to make sure they can't get through that door. Because they're going to be alarmed and try to come in.
What are you doing here? Show yourself! I heard that. I'm gonna get you! Surround him!
Did I miss everyone with that grenade?
On the ground! Fuck. Got a man down here! Come on out! I saw that! Bastard! Shit!
Or I can just quick load and go back out the way I came in. No, my gas grenades work. It's just that they only work when I throw them in the right place.
Cities this evening, after viewing controversial satellite footage uncovered by Picus. Detroit, Toronto, Mumbai, and Rio de Janeiro all report violent clashes taking place.
Anyone there?
Outside the doors
Stop
of
him!
as Kusanagi.
Here! He's on the run!
I didn't realize the third guy there was also armed. That was my fault.
After viewing controversial satellite footage uncovered by Picus. Detroit, Toronto, Mumbai, and Rio de Janeiro all report violent clashes taking place outside the doors of such well-known technology.
Anyone there?
You
shouldn't have come here. Gotta trigger the alarm.
And I hit the wrong key.
violent crashes taking place outside the doors of such well-known biotechnology firms as Kusanagi, Isoland, and Sarif Industries. The footage sparkling the labs appears to show scientists performing crude, torture-like experiments on augmented pseudoscience. Just minutes ago, Zhao Yunlu, CEO of the Megacorporations,
Access granted.
All times.
That's one. The back stairwell.
So it was nothing.
It happens, Mary. Don't worry about it.
Got a man down here. Gunshot! Gotta trigger the alarm! Don't make me kill you! Don't make me!
I was fixing to say, if those guys didn't get affected by it, then they must have some sort of filters.
I've got you! Hold it! Come out! I saw that! Don't make me come get you!
Come get me.
You had it! I'll get you, punk!
Welcome back.
What are you doing?
Knocking you out cold.
Access granted.
My neighbors really need to learn to turn their stereos down. I can hear their stereo through my wall and my headphones. At least it isn't obnoxiously loud, and it's not like they do it all the time either, so...
Minutes ago, Zhao Yunru, CEO of the Taiyang Medical Corporation, commented on the
vagus nerve stimulators, repurposing the technology. We're all familiar with vagus nerve stimulator devices and their use in the treatment of partial epilepsy. This year, the patent lockout ends on this technology, and as such, we're at a point where the introduction of generic vagus nerve stimulator systems is a viable possibility. The nerve can be stimulated artificially to modulate neuroplasticity in the brain without the need for invasive surgery. Correctly controlled, governance and neurotransmitter release in brain tissue is simply a matter of degree. Recently, we have come to understand that, with neuromodulation of the immune system through the release of neurotransmitters in the brain, we can decrease systemic inflammation, speed healing, and in fact control the cycles of immune function. This has led to an increase in our understanding of thinking the immune system as a rechargeable battery.
Access granted.
Pocket Secretary. Hello, Frankie. We didn't want to take any chances with the pro-aug nuts here in Detroit, so we had all the security codes in the center changed. The code to the restricted backstage area and Mr. Taggart's quarters have been changed to 3754, for all the good it does me right now. The only good people allowed back there are invited guests with VIP passes and security personnel. Keep up the good work.
Access granted.
Well, as long as you're going to stand facing away from me.
If anyone... What? Please. Please don't kill me.
I wanted to see if I could get into the convention center and confront Taggart. I guess here. But since I've already figured out where Sandoval is, I can't do the... See, there's two different ways to get Sandoval's location. One is to actually confront Taggart and use your Casey mod to confront him and get him to condemn Sandoval. And the other method is what I did, was going backstage but it looks like I'm out of luck on that one. I think they're both worth the same amount of experience points either way. Plus, the route I went, I got the ghost achievement as well, so... Well, since I can't get in to talk to Taggart...
This is important. Jensen? I almost didn't recognize you. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, what are the chances? Do you remember me? I was a rookie when you still rolled in SWAT.
Nikki. Of course I remember you. How you been? The brass got you on riot control too?
Yeah, I am. Or I was until... Damn it. Look, something big is going down, and I'm kind of freaking out here. You remember that MCBer, Jacob White? You busted him a couple of times.
Yeah, I remember him. Assault and possession. He's still running rackets?
No, I mean, yeah, shit, I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter, because he's moved on to bigger things.
Nikki, slow down.
Listen, hear me out. I just got word he has his hands on some real military-grade explosives. The prick's got a fucking bomb, Adam. And you know how much he hates the PD. He's going to hit us while we have our pants down with the riots. You gotta help us out here.
Nikki, I'm kind of busy. If he's got a bomb, just call it in and follow procedure.
What do you think I've been doing? I've been on the horn all night, and my CO already sent a patrol over to Jacob's house. We've got a warrant, so they searched the place, but nothing came up, not even Jacob. Now they're saying my CI is probably full of shit and just fucking with me. Bullshit! Jacob's using the riots as cover, and he's going to hit us, and hit us hard. Adam, I need you to trust me on this. You gotta help me find Jacob.
What is it exactly that you need me to do?
You mean you'll help me out? Really?
I didn't say that. Assuming I did agree to help, what would you need me to do exactly?
Oh. Well, based on Jacob's history and his new political agenda, I can almost guarantee he's going after cops. I've warned everyone working street detail and anyone else who'd listen to keep an eye out. But with half the force tied up with the protests and rioting, I can't get the manpower for a proper search. I need you to check a few spots my CI thinks Jacob could be at, and take care of the threat if you can. Even if you find nothing, great. It put my mind at ease, at least.
How did White even manage to get his hands on explosives?
My source says he got the bomb materials from some government stash out in Highland Park. It's all I know so far. But it all fits! He was last seen ranting at a rally about shattering the foundation of the hypocrisy or some bullshit like that. You know, quoting Che Guevara and talking about violent revolution.
Did he have the shirt, too?
What? Anyway, he practically named the date and time of this reckoning. And it's tonight. It has to be.
So why is it nobody trusts your source?
He used to run with White's old crew, but he's a 3-strike perk facing a dime on some damn parole violation. He's trying to cop a deal, so nobody trusts him. Thing is, I know he's reliable. He hasn't bullshitted me yet, and I don't think he's doing it now.
I have to admit, Nikki, I'm having a hard time believing White could come up with something like this. He can barely tie his own shoelaces without tripping all over himself.
That was then. This is now. After his last stint in Standish, he got bug-eyed crazy. Started talking about how the gang war in Derelict Row was all part of a government plot, and it's time he did something about it.
I remember him saying that augmented kid we took down
Hello,
last
Robert.
year was a cover.
Good to see you again.
Exactly. And he's been railing against Wayne Haas, the PD, and anyone else involved in that ever since. I'm telling you, Adam, he's been getting more and more violent. Now he's got explosives, and we've got a giant bullseye painted on our ass.
And also, thank you. I appreciate the wishes for a good stream.
Fine. I'll help. Let's go over what we know. Just the facts.
What we know? Just the facts? What we know is he's certified batshit crazy, hates cops, quotes Che Guevara, and got his hands on military-grade explosives. What more do you need to know? Oh, Christ, man. I've got nobody to help me, and I can't even breathe. How am I supposed to find this guy? The bomb could be right under us, right now!
Nikki, you're a cop. Act like it. How are you gonna earn your stripes if you shit yourself under pressure like some wet behind the ears rookie at the academy?
Fuck. You're right. Damn it. I'm sorry. I lost my head. I'm still in the game, Adam. It won't happen again. You can trust me on this.
Just focus, okay? We know that White hates cops, so his first target is probably gonna be the precinct or somewhere nearby. Make sense?
Yeah, and he wouldn't risk hanging around the bank or transit station. They've got those security cameras with facial recognition software. And the precinct is shut down thanks to the internal affairs investigation. That leaves the precinct alleys and sewers as the most probable places to find White. I'm going to get on the horn and update my CO. Can you check those two locations? And Jensen, be careful. White may have left booby traps lying around. He's like that, now that I think about it.
No problem. Anything else you can give me?
I don't know. You remember what White looks like, right? Tall, Caucasian, skinhead? He's not the quietest guy, so you'll probably hear him before you see him.
Yeah, a real philosopher king. I remember.
Yeah, so if you just keep your eyes and ears open, I'm sure you'll find him. Also, I heard he's had some major augmentation work done. I'd be extra careful around him. I think the White we used to know has been replaced with something much worse.
Got it.
I know it's a long shot, but I'm hoping we get backup to expand the search. In the meantime, we can check those areas, and who knows, maybe we'll catch a break. Oh, and Jensen, please don't turn him into a martyr. I'd prefer him breathing.
Well, the interesting thing here is that we know, because we've already done that, White is not wrong about that gang war being a government thing. Well, technically not, more like an Illuminati thing, but still, close enough.
What'll it... Always...
Also, I personally prefer not to use the term batshit crazy. I usually use the term guano-psychotic, which means the same thing since guano is batshit, but...
embarrassing. Like anyone can walk into the precinct and take whatever they want.
I know. What if this wasn't the first time?
And here we are again, back with all the flies and the poop and the walls you can punch through. I forgot about that. Oh, and also, before I forget, because I've been kind of sitting on it, I still have 4 praxis. Extra sprint time. Extra energy recharge time. Yeah, actually I am planning on streaming them. I'm planning on streaming all of them in sequence. Although there may be a break in there because Ghostwire is coming to Game Pass. So at some point in there I might sneak Ghostwire Tokyo in there. But yeah, the plan is to do at least this game, MD, and then the original Deus Ex in that order. I'm not sure yet whether I'll do Invisible War, because that one doesn't like. For some reason, that one in particular does not especially like 16-core computers. I found that one out the hard way. Don't really need recoil compensation. Let's go for the power stuff. No, wait. Let's go for the cloaking system first. There we go. Then next I'll go for the power, because that cloaking system drains a lot of it. Well, let's wait just a second until he's not alarmed anymore. And then we'll get out here.
Access granted.
And disable his turrets. And he goes walking right past me. Rise up, brothers and sisters. The state's grip may be tightening around people's necks, but it can't choke everyone. The gang war in Derelict Row is being provoked by the government to distract people from the nuclear silos they're building below our feet. Okay, that part was wrong. FEMA is the new intelligence wing of the Department of Defense. Also wrong. But I'm about to repay them, oh yes. I've liberated explosives for the cause. Join me and help strike a blow against the government and their neo-fascist foot soldiers. Together we can reshape this once great nation. Well, not while you're unconscious, you can't. Sleep well and dream of large women. Or augmented women, whatever your kink is. There we go. 7 frag mines I can sell. Another machine pistol I can sell. It's kind of funny. I thought I remembered him having some... I see you guys are still sleeping it off. But I thought I remembered him having some flunkies with him down there, but I guess it was just him.
How may I?
You may be of service by letting me sell you these 2 beers. More machine pistol ammo.
See you soon.
Okay, there we go. Now we need to go... Well, wait. I do have to go back down into the sewers. Crap. Oh, wait. Yeah. I forgot I need to disable his bombs. And then go talk to Haas. Or not Haas, but that other guy. And yeah, I'm sure I can find a place to sell that heavy rifle too. Ah, here we are. I just didn't do it last time because it was hidden behind these crates, so I forgot about it.
Access granted.
Oh. And I can't get out of here that way. Oh, by the way, you guys remember what I did in the last stream with me carrying the turret with me and using the turret to kill everyone? As it turns out, I did some more research, and that does not count as breaking a pacifist run, because you didn't kill them, the turret did. And the game doesn't care that you hacked the turret to kill them. It only cares about whether you killed them or not. Oh, come on. There we go. Also, that got me another praxis point. So, faster recharge. It still only recharges the first 2 batteries, but
what'll it be?
And let's see.
Be sure to tell.
And now back to the convention center so I can tell what's his name about this.
I really appreciate you helping us out, Adam, but we're running out of time. We gotta find White before he blows something up.
We're in the clear. I left White unconscious in the sewers under the precinct.
Thank God. The chief finally took me seriously and is sending some men to help out. We'll take it from here.
Great. Anything else?
Oh, and it isn't much, but take this. The cops have a Deadpool going. I don't like it, but you take down a cop killer and you get a bounty, that sort of thing. I usually reserve this to pay off our CIs, but I think you earned it. I threw in a little something extra for bringing him in alive. It's good to know you're still one of the good guys, Jensen.
By the way, Nikki, White's bomb wasn't even explosive. It was a gas bomb. I managed to disable it, but you might want to get a disposal team down there to do a proper sweep and clean.
Ah, shit! I totally forgot about that. I'll get EOD on it right away. Last thing we need are more casualties. Man, I'm sure glad I bumped into you tonight. You're gonna have to let me buy you a pint down at Maggie's sometime. If I hang around you long enough, maybe some of that famous Jensen swagger will rub off on me.
Yeah, we'll do that sometime. Take care of yourself, Nikki.
Nora 92. I'm in Central. Over.
Nora 92, this is Central. Over.
That code 10 I called in earlier is actually gas ordnance. We need EOD down there for cleanup, stat. Tell first response to keep their hands off, and we should quarantine the block just to be sure. Over.
10-4, Nora 92. Thanks for the heads up. Stand by for updates. Central out.
Okay. So let me check my quest log here. And make sure there's not... let's see. Okay. No other side quests I can trigger. So, time to go confront Sandoval. Wait, what? Oh, right. Over here.
You sure you closed the door?
Yeah. Of course I did. What do you think I am? An idiot?
Yes, you are, because you didn't open it. You didn't close it. I think you're an unconscious idiot.
Huh? What's that?
Okay, let's see. This is one of those cases where it's always useful to have taken the aug that protects your eyesight, because if you touch that free Praxis kit, and yes, it is a real Praxis kit, but it's connected to a flashbang, and then the other guy in the other room rushes in to attack you. I'm sorry, it's an EMP. But I'm protected against that. Hello, brother. I've had the old safe replaced. It was of poor design, and I didn't trust it, especially in this area. This new one's code is 5463. Don't be greedy. Well, see, I didn't kill him earlier, but I thought that knocking him out the first time would have been sufficient. Nope, you got to knock him out again. Okay. Yes, I could just enter the code, and I will if I start running low on attempts.
Access granted.
Two fragmentation mines, about 280 credits, tranquilizer darts, stun gun darts, there we go, good to go. Funny thing is, there's a secret door somewhere around here. Unfortunately for them, there's also a breakable wall right here, too.
Pritchard, looks like Sandoval's got a secret bunker. I'm gonna flush him out.
Let's hope he's still there.
I heard that. Come out.
You were supposed to be here.
What's the matter? You can't hit me? Run, you... You ain't leaving here alive! Have some of this! Give me some cover!
Was not planning to alert them. Okay. We'll just quick load before we went into the room. Save a bunch of time.
Pritchard, looks like Sandoval's got a secret bunker. I'm gonna flush him out.
Let's hope he's still there.
I think it came from around here.
Yo, you see anything?
Calm down, man. No one's here. You trying to spook me or something? This is the spot, man.
We're gonna rip your legs off! Make sure you're ready if he comes back. shows again.
Two squads first. Next time we wait.
You're gonna learn. Stay on it. Spread out and find it. I'll check it out over there. Fucking gunshots!
Hey Barkley, one of your guys tripped the lasers again. This is not a toy. Here, the code to disable the grid is 8218. Turn it off when these clowns are around. Setting this back up properly is a pain.
What the fuck happened?
Well, it begins with you getting tased twice.
Access granted. Access granted.
Move very, very slowly. And you note they've got a frag mine on both sides of, well, not that bridge, but the center bridge. And even though Sandoval's back that way, I wanted that 200-point Explorer bonus. Okay. Definitely going to save right here. I will be right back. I'm going to get myself something to drink, and I'm going to turn my air conditioner on because I'm sweating again. When I get the chance, I absolutely should invest in one of those gaming chairs that has the built-in cooling system. Anyway, there's going to be a social battle with Sandoval here.
Gunshots! You've got to help me! You've got to come!
I'm only gonna ask you this once, Sandoval. Where are the scientists you helped kidnap?
I don't know!
I know all about FEMA and how you removed the GPLs.
I didn't remove anything! I swear it! The operation was too dangerous! They would have died if I removed them! All I could do was switch them to a lower frequency!
The GPLs are still broadcasting?
I don't know. Probably.
Well, Sandy, you're gonna help me find out. We're going back to Detroit, where you and I are gonna...
Come out! I see you! Die!
And members of the UN to tour our facilities firsthand.
Pritchard, get this. The GPLs are still transmitting. Sandoval switched them to a lower frequency.
But they could be broadcasting anywhere in the world. I don't have the type of equipment we'll need to find them.
It's our only lead, Pritchard. You have to do something.
I know. Listen, the riot's still blocking the street entrance. Head back to your apartment and Malik will fly you over. Maybe by the time you get here, I'll have figured out something.
Hold on. Hey, big man, they fixed the pad on the gate. They had to reset the code, though. New number is 0110. I thought there was going to be a social battle, but it turns out only if you get Taggart to denounce Sandoval. Which I didn't do because I found the information on Sandoval a different way. So there's not going to be that encounter either. But again, the XP works out the same way.
Augmented super soldiers. Just minutes ago, Zhao Yunru,
Practical shootist Monday. Let's see, is there anything else in here? Yep, there's dermal modification processes. The approach that Taiyong Medical, Isole, and all the others are using is crude and unsophisticated. What we're discussing here is a method by which the skin of a human being can be altered to resemble organic body armor. That's not to say like the hide of a rhinoceros, despite what the advertising campaigns say. The process is simple in logistical terms, although to the implantee it's lengthy and I would warrant quite painful, but in the end no more demanding than the work of a cosmetic surgeon upon a vain patient craving good looks. A mesh of thin-layered material is implanted directly below the epidermis. The armor per se is covered in a G-loop coating that bonds directly to tissue without rejection, and once the skin is allowed to heal, it becomes a seamless part of the body. Under point of impact, the implantee's skin will still break and suffer bleeding, but the new armor layer beneath, a sandwich of carbon nanotubes and a shear thickening gel, will absorb most of the impact, preventing, as it were, all but the most terminal penetration trauma. And you notice you only get the 200 XP for picking up the the pads that actually have information on implants. Oh hey, an ammunition count mod. Also, dare I say it, Carrie? Yes, a game chair would be cool. A cooling game chair would be cooler. Sorry. Had to be said.
Access granted.
Well, I could imagine that comment was something along the lines of smart ass, so it's okay. Oh wow, I'm all the way back here? Might be just to prevent emoji spam, I'm not sure.
Fuck them cops, man.
Yeah, they can't tell us to get off the streets. We own these blocks as much as they do.
Before I go back to the Chiron building, I am going to make one last run to the arms dealer.
How may I?
Well, let's see. How may you be of service? Well, you can buy that revolver, and you can buy that shotgun, and you can buy that combat rifle. And you can buy those tranquilizer darts. And I have way too much other ammo. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so let's drop that. No. Let's drop that. Let's drop that. Let's drop those.
What'll it?
you go. 1 bullet. That'll be 3 credits, please.
Always a pleasure.
Oh, and also...
Be sure to tell...
Oh, and I was going to sell that excess revolver ammo, too.
What's your... See you...
Well, unfortunately for him, he's wrong. He will not be seeing me soon. Because from here, it's actually back to Hingsha. And then dropping off the extra ammo. Oh well, I was gonna get... Now I remember why I had that machine pistol in my inventory. Oh well. I do, however... most disorganized method of control of weapons management I've ever seen. I really wish that they had given us some sort of weapons locker back somewhere. Still that newspaper. Safety notice. You are responsible for your safety.
Nice detective work, Jensen. You ready to return to HQ?
We're going to get some heavy rain tomorrow morning is what I'm told.
Yeah. Let's hope Pritchard's found that frequency.
You said it.
And sure enough, I got enough XP to get another praxis point. Saw that flash up just before they took off.
I got a message for you, Jensen, from Pritchard. He says he's not in the office.
Great. So what exactly am I supposed to do?
I don't know. He said you should check in with the boss.
Oh, that does remind me. I forgot, now that I have the level 5 hacking stuff, and also while I'm at it, more power and more power.
Access granted.
Burst round system, ammo count, more Typhoon ammo, more combat rifle ammo, more tranq darts, more sniper rifle ammo, more of that. Basically, that is a very rich deposit once you can open it. And a lot of that stuff I can sell when I get to wherever.
Was true that we were breeding a bunch of augmented soldiers and training them? What do they think stopping us from going home and throwing a bunch of rocks is gonna do?
Well, I guess they went to the UN to see how mad they are, so the delegates will do something about it.
We're just workers anyway. Whether the footage is real or fabricated or not, the people who shot it are more powerful than they can even imagine. Think they care what the people think?
My dog must be starving.
Sarif?
David's just stepped out for a moment, Mr. Jensen. But do come in. I've been hoping to meet you.
Mr. Darrow. I'm surprised you even know who I am.
David speaks very highly of you. He says that when it comes to detective work, you are like a dog with a bone. Have you found your scientist yet?
What else did David tell you?
Over the years, plenty. But today I'm here as a friend and fellow scientist. Things are getting quite turbulent out there, wouldn't you agree? So many people drunk on revolution. The United Nations being urged to intervene. And all because of the technology I created.
Things have come a long way since then.
Haven't they? And now my old friend David wants me to lead us to the Promised Land. He's asked me to invite members of the UN to Panchaea, to convince them we don't need industry regulation.
Your geoengineering project in the Arctic Ocean.
The installation couldn't have been built without the assistance of augmented workers. And when it's finished, my little hole in the ocean is going to stop global warming. A lovely photo op, wouldn't you say?
If it works.
You mean, if it doesn't kill us all?
Adam? You're back. Can I speak to you outside? Get to the helipad, son. You're going back to Hengsha Island. Frank tracked down one of the GPLs.
Only one? Is it?
Sevchenko's. But Adam had to call in a favor of the DOD to do it.
Meaning, the conspirators probably know I'm coming.
And this is one of the rare occasions when I am probably going to cheat. Simply because if you don't react fast enough, Malik dies. So I'm just warning you that I might cheat on this, just to keep her from dying. Nation warned to prepare for state of emergency. Thomas Shea, Executive Director of FEMA, today warned the nation to be ready for emergency measures to be enacted in response to the sharp spike in domestic terrorism. He went so far as to suggest that martial law could be established if the matter is not resolved soon. Detroit police have arrested Humanity Front activist Dr. Isaiah Sandoval on charges of terrorism. Sandoval stands accused of aiding in the bloody attack on Sarif Industries 6 months ago. He was found hiding in the Detroit sewer system in an attempt to elude police. The arrest was made after Humanity Front founder Bill Taggart accused his protege of terrorism following his speech at the Mullins Convention Center. Taggart's revelation was shocking to many, as Sandoval had risen to prominence in the anti-augmentation scene by publicly advocating nonviolent solutions to the debate. Police press liaison Drew Lansing praised Mr. Taggart for his help. "We need more citizens to act like Mr. Taggart did. Without him, Sandoval might still be on the loose." Normally, you talk Taggart into revealing that information. But if you don't, like I didn't, then he reveals it anyway. Give me a second here. Let's see. Okay.
Boss said we're heading back to Hengsha?
Pritchard tracks Sevchenko's GPL signal. If he's alive, there's a chance the rest of them are too.
That's a pretty big leap, Jensen.
We've been making big leaps for a while now.
Whatever you say. You ready to get going?
No time like the present. Let's get going.
Then hop in. Bad news, Spy Boy.
Spy Boy?
Hengsha Traffic Patrol just revoked our clearance. We're being rerouted to another part of the city.
I don't like
Okay.
that. I suppose you can't just...
Well, thanks for coming, Mary. I appreciate your support. I'll see you later.
Gotta comply. Bravo Echo Echo 008, proceeding to designated coordinates. What the hell? We've got a sandlock on our tail. Jensen, all systems are down. Hang on, we're going in hard. Stop, Jensen!
Malik, we've got company.
I know, but the bird took some damage. Gonna need to patch it up before I can go.
I'll stay and cover you.
Negative. You need to get away from here and find Dr. Sachenko. I'll be fine.
You'll be a sitting duck.
Maybe, maybe not. But this is your best chance to slip by them unnoticed, and you know it. So get out of here, Jensen. Jensen? The bird's fixed and I'm taking off. Now get on with the damned mission. And thanks, Spy Boy.
Anytime, fine girl.
Oh, so many weapons I could take. Heavy rifles out the waz. Sniper rifles. But as it is, I think I'll just settle for going through their pockets. I'm trying to remember if there were any secret areas around here. I mean, I know there's this area down here, which of course is annoying because... There we go. Imp grenade, frag grenade. Okay. And off we go, back to Hingshaw proper. Gonna have to make a little stop by the arms dealer.
Jensen, I've been monitoring comm activity around Hengsha. Bell Tower's looking for you. Hard.
I know. They ambushed us, Pritchard. Forced us to make an emergency landing. Malik barely got away in time.
But they're supposed to be...
The good guys?
Just give them a wide berth, Jensen. If they recognize you, they'll shoot.
They'll recognize me. Right as my fist hits their face.
Shouldn't be here. Get moving. That is far. Lost him. Shouldn't be here. Get moving. Where did he go?
Jensen, it's Pritchard. Have you been watching the news?
Been a bit busy, Francis.
Jensen,
I saw that. Come out. I'm gonna get you.
Jensen? It's Pritchard. Have you been watching the news?
Been a bit busy, Francis.
Jensen, the World Health Organization is advising all augmented patients to check in with Lim. There's a problem with biochip technology.
The glitches I've been experiencing.
We've all had them. So far, I can't determine why.
You heading to a clinic?
I'm running a few more tests. But since I can't exactly run them on you, and we don't know when you'll be back, you might not want to wait. Up to you.
Really? Okay. Yeah, there is something fishy about that. This is fun.
Hey, I know you. You're the one Bell Tower is looking for. I seen your picture.
You got the wrong guy.
What's it worth to you for me to think so? Be a simple thing for me to yell out. Maybe a few credits to keep my mouth shut, huh?
I could intimidate him, but you know what?
Here, take it. You're lucky I need to keep a low profile. Otherwise, I may have found a different way to keep you quiet. I still might.
Big words. Might even have meant something if you hadn't paid me first. Mate Warren.
Thank you for my money.
You want best in the city? Thank you. Come. Fortune and
You know what?
Look here.
Screw it.
Fortune and here, everything. Fortune and
There we go. You really do. I mean, I don't mind having some sort of space management, but I don't know. I guess I'm just too used to games where you're carrying pretty much every weapon in the game. What this game could have used is, like I said, have a weapons locker somewhere in both Detroit and here, and have them quantum linked so that you can get weapons out of either one.
Back away.
And I do need to go to the limb clinic, but for a different reason. Yeah, it looks like we're going to be getting some...
Be here. Get moving.
This is bell tower business. Back off.
Need a better spot.
Yep. For once, it looks like that rain they were talking about decided to arrive early. They were talking about 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. Here it is, 8 o'clock, and it's already raining. And some lightning in the area. Not severe, though. It's still light.
You look here. You make me...
You make me poor, says the man I didn't even sell anything to. Yeah, and you notice that the hive is shut down. And our little message about the murderer is gone. Oh, that's right. I need to come this other way and go to the limb clinic. Well, I see some people are still a little upset. Okay, I wasn't sure about that or not. If those locations where I got the 100 XP were still flagged or not. Okay. Now we're not here for the new biochip. We're here for Praxis kits. Nothing else.
You're here for recall? There is problem with the peripheral nerve interface. We fixed with upgraded chip. You want it, yes?
I'll think about it.
Clinic is very busy, but if you want something else, we will service you. You're very welcome.
But no, what I was complaining about the rain, usually in this area, usually where I live, the forecast is like, rain tomorrow starting at 6 a.m., starting at 9 a.m., starting at noon, starting at 3 o'clock, starting sometime next week. But in this case, it decided to come early. Anyway, 2 more Praxis, which is good. Lets me get the recharge upgrade too. And, let me see. Can't buy the stealth enhancer. Don't really think I need the extra sprint. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and do it. Upgrade my radar to 50 meters. For overhyping it, huh? The only problem is if you smack them and then they turn out to be right. Ah, I see. So the timing of the smack is important.
Mr. Jensen, Hugh Darrow here. Please forgive this intrusion, but David assured me of your cooperation and discretion. I find myself in need of some assistance.
I'm listening.
A contact of mine, Meng Yao, is in Hengsha, waiting to fill you in. I'll upload her coordinates now.
Up on the rooftops.
Let's hope it's as good as they say. Mr. Jensen, right? Thank you for your time. I am Meng Yao, an associate of Mr. Darrow's. I'm in charge of one of his divisions here in Hengsha. You come highly recommended.
Really?
Your boss described you as a most precious asset. Apparently, you are very efficient and always get the job done. We could definitely use a man like you for this operation.
Let's hope his confidence is well placed then.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Mr. Darrow doesn't trust just anyone. We need you to help us stop a group of terrorists who are threatening the Panchaea project. It is not an easy task. Are you sure you are up to it?
Okay, I'll help out.
Excellent. Here's the situation. It has come to our attention that these terrorists possess highly classified proprietary information about Panchaea. We've been able to convince them to sell it to one of our agents, a man named Lo Fei. The meeting is supposed to take place near the Alice Garden pods in the Daigong district.
And you want me to crash this meeting?
Actually, there will not be a meeting. We are sending you alone to ensure Mr. Fei's safety. The terrorists will not be expecting that, and will have the information with them on a data chip. You have to neutralize all of the sellers and retrieve the chip so you can bring it to me.
I don't get it. If Fei set up the meeting, why risk sending me in his stead? Why doesn't he or even some of your other agents drop in on the sellers and take the chip?
Because Mr. Darrow wants an absolute guarantee that there will be no casualties. We will not play by their rules. We want them arrested and questioned, then properly prosecuted and sentenced. This will require stealth and efficiency. That's why a man with your particular skills will be indispensable.
Anything else I need to know?
The sellers are expecting Mr. Fei and Mr. Fei alone. If they spot you, they will shoot on sight. Need I point out this might make your job a lot harder?
Story of my life.
And back again. Oh, so here's where the guy from the hotel set up.
See what I...
Yeah, I would like to see what you got.
Come back.
Okay. And off we go to this meeting to get the biochip. Of Darrow's. Ooh. Darn it. See, that's one of the things I absolutely despise about the stun gun in this game. It's a great weapon at close range, but I mean, come on. I can't even shoot across a street. Cool. That was all of them. And at least he didn't fall face down in the water, because yuck. I mean, drowning is already a horrible way to die as it is. Drowning in that, yeah, I don't think so. Although, if you knock them out, the game doesn't count them as dead, even if they fall into electrified water or something. So, apparently, being unconscious protects you from things like electricity and drowning in shit.
You must get that chip back, Mr. Jensen.
You've been working for Darrow a long time. How do you like it?
Working for a powerful man ensures I am trusted with crucial tasks and involved in world-shaping events. It's quite exhilarating. You, of all people, should understand this.
Any idea who these sellers are?
Nothing substantial. We have a hunch they might be linked to Taiyong Medical. but the data chip will allow us to know for sure.
How's that?
All of our data chips are encoded with unique IDs and binary signature recognition. This means we'll be able to know exactly where it came from and where it went.
I got the chip. The sellers are out cold.
Excellent work. Seems Mr. Darrow was right to trust you. We will send people to take care of the terrorists. Could I see the chip?
Here you go.
Ah, perfect. You don't know what this means, Mr. Jensen. Your help has been invaluable. Thank you. Even though this was a favor for Mr. Darrow, he believes you should be duly rewarded. Here is a payment in credits. I'm sure Mr. Darrow will wish to congratulate you himself. Expect to hear from him soon.
1,000 credits and 1,000 XP. Totally not bad.
It seems David has a flair for choosing his people, Mr. Jensen. You have done me a great service today.
Glad I could help. I just wish I knew what this was all about.
You never know, Mr. Jensen. One day, you just might.
You're in the wrong part of town, Lao Lad. Go back.
Okay. Actually, before I do this, there is one more side quest in the area that I can do. I've got to go back to the other district and go to the limb clinic again. I forgot to pick it up when I was there. And in other news, the lightning seems to have stopped. It's just the rain now.
Back away, sir. This is none of your business.
Nope, even those guys have gone back to their smoking. 4 dead guys at their feet, and it's like, oh, no big deal. We see this all this time here in Hingsha. Either that or they just don't care because it's Bell Tower.
Sir, sir, could I borrow a minute of your time? I am not mistaken. You are Mr. Jensen, right?
That depends. Who's asking?
I am sorry, Mr. Jensen. I am being impolite. My name is Wing Hui. I am a doctor here.
I can see that. What I really meant to ask is, how do you know who I am?
Yes, of course. Excuse me, for I am a bit nervous. Bell Tower agents were here a while ago, looking for a man who fits your description. When I heard what they were saying of you, it occurred to me that you might be exactly the person I need.
Need for what, exactly? Tread carefully, Doc, because I'm about one step away from losing my patience here.
No, please, you misunderstand. I only wish to talk to you about something. And it is not an easy subject to discuss, as it is a rather sensitive matter. Truly, Mr. Jensen, I would never force anyone to do something against their will. On that, you have my word.
Glad to hear it. So what's this all about then?
I'm afraid I won't be able to go into very much details. Not before I know you are really willing to help. But I need someone to help me to stop a very dangerous augmented soldier, and possibly his squad mates. If everything Bell Tower said of you is true, then you would seem the good fit for this job.
Fine, I'll do it. Just tell me more.
Thank you. Now please, understand that I am to give you sensitive information on multiple parties.
I understand, Doc. You can count on my discretion.
I appreciate it, Mr. Jensen. Obviously, you are familiar with Bell Tower and the role they have in this city. What you may not be familiar with, however, is the fact that sometimes they contract limb doctors like myself to work in private clinics on special projects.
What kind of special projects?
What you Americans call black operations. Bell Tower selects some of their best soldiers and make them to be super augmented with experimental, top-secret hardware.
Not to sound too jaded, Doc, but none of that comes as a big surprise. Stuff like that's been going on for years.
Yes. Your government and mine have both been guilty of this practice, I am sure. But Bell Tower is not a government. They are a private corporation. A private army on sale to the highest bidder.
Is this about stopping Bell Tower then? Because as much as I might hate them right now, I'm only one man.
No. It is not all of Bell Tower I need help with. It is just one of their covert operatives, a man named Michael Zelazny. He was implanted with experimental hardware, and to an extent that is way beyond legal regulations. I am ashamed to say I have operated on him myself, and he has been used in countless secret operations for the Chinese and others.
Sounds like the type of man you don't want to see going out of control.
Precisely. Yet, about a month ago, I have heard rumors that Mr. Zelazny and part of his unit had gone rogue. And 2 weeks later, a city official was killed in a perfectly staged operation. I am certain it was them. And then, a few days ago, Mr. Zelazny contacted me himself. He needed urgent help with one of his squad mates' augmentations.
I take it you said you would help.
They sent me to the back store of a meat shop near Pandang Road, in the Yutzao district. There, I performed emergency repairs on one of the agent's augs, a servo replacement. I believe this back store is their hideout, Mr. Jensen. You must go there and make Mr. Zelazny hear reason.
I'll do what I can.
I am sure you are up to the task. Mr. Zelazny is a soldier, not a maniac. Your unique situation will no doubt resonate with him. And if things do turn sour and he must be terminated, I think you are quite a good candidate to get it done. Or at least survive.
You know, I understand that this is part of a video game, but part of me is still thinking of Mass Effect. It's like, why do people always assume that we enjoy throwing ourselves headlong into lethal danger? And then I think it's Legion who says that happens 2.6 times per day on average. Oh, hello. How did I not notice this one?
Access granted.
Oh, there we go. Some more stuff I can sell. And over to the Yuzhou district. Again. And how did I not notice this one?
Access granted.
And 125 credits. With those tennis shoes, it makes me wonder if someone might have been sleeping there. Zelazny feels this location is no longer secure. He's planning to move down below. I overheard some of the team talking about a safe spot in the sewers. The situation is getting tense. I'm afraid they're on to me. I caught one of them poking through my stuff. When can you move in and take these guys down? We need to get me out of here. We need to get me out of here, huh?
Access granted.
I'm not going to complain about 400 plus credits. How appropriate, it's 404. I didn't find Zelazny here, and I get 404 credits. Zelazny not found, apparently. Oh, wait. What? I looked at the pocket secretary, damn it. And now back to the Kawaigan district. Again. Just to keep him from attacking me later. Here we are. Need to dehydrate. Be right back. Back. Oh. And we now have to talk to this Zelazny guy, who is not down that way.
They send you?
If you're talking about your former buddies at Bell Tower, the answer is no.
Wait a minute. You're Jensen, right? I heard that some of my former buddies have been looking for you.
Could be. What's it to you?
When a stranger sojourns with you in your land, you shall not do him wrong.
You've dropped the merc gig to become a man of the cloth?
Hardly. I just have an interest in theology. And I love quoting the book. Everything in it is so evocative. Now, tell me, are you here to stop me?
Not exactly. I'm here on behalf of someone who wants you to understand reason.
Let me guess. Dr. Wing, right? He's a good man. And I know he's only trying to do what he thinks is right. But he doesn't quite grasp the whole picture here.
Then why don't you enlighten me? Start by explaining why you went rogue.
When an average man decides he no longer shares his employer's views and opts to leave, we say he's handing in his resignation. When men like us do the same, it's called going rogue. You can't quit a job like ours, Jensen. You know that.
Yeah, okay, I can relate. But you still haven't answered my question. And what do you mean when you say you no longer share your employer's view?
Back in the US, when I first got into the Army, I did it because I wanted to serve my country. I believed in its values. I believed in its government. Back then I believed that by serving my government, I was serving the people it was supposed to protect.
Nice sentiment. But you don't work for the US anymore, you work for Bell Tower.
Times change, Jensen. You know the story. Capitalism's final encroachment on one of the most lucrative industries in the history of mankind. War got privatized. The US military offloaded its special operations to PMCs like Blue Water Global and Bell Tower. I believed that as long as they were working for the government, they were serving the same cause. So when they offered me the chance to work on major operations at twice the pay grade, I made my jump.
Why don't we just skip to when things went sour?
Bell Tower outfitted us with top-notch augmentations. The kind of stuff civilians never hear about. Gave us a massive edge over the enemy. Later, seeing as my unit was one of the most successful ones, they selected us for a special program. Top secret, experimental tech. Told us we would get to work on critical black ops for the US government. But there was a price to pay.
Go on.
We had to be implanted with a neural hub that manipulates memory centers in the brain. Basically controlling what you can and cannot remember.
And you agreed to this?
Beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly are ravenous wolves. The augmentation was supposed to keep us safe, make sure we'd never remember details if we fell behind enemy lines. That was the main function. The second one, the one they didn't tell us about, was to lower our inhibitions. Make us more receptive to orders we'd likely disobey. Bell Tower turned us into the perfect mercs.
If you were so perfect, and the hub made you so perfect, how did it fail? How come they didn't outfit the whole agency?
I told you the tech was experimental. After a couple of ops, I started experiencing memory shifts, remembering bits and fragments of past operations. Slowly, I realized some of these operations couldn't logically have been orchestrated by the government. I was asked to do highly questionable things, even by professional standards.
Aren't we all?
Not like this, Jensen. Our services have been sold to corrupt officials in the American and Chinese governments. A combination of lies and use of the neural aug made sure we complied. We were working for a shadow government. Individuals corrupted by a quest for personal power.
So how'd you get out of it?
I confronted the project director. He quoted Apocalypse Now. You have to have men who are moral, and at the same time who are able to utilize their primordial instincts to kill without feeling. I forced him to disconnect the hub, for me and my squad mates here. And then I killed him. I went through his files and contacts. I know who these corrupt men are now. They've turned us into killing machines, and now they'll get to experience their experiment firsthand.
Dr. Wing said our situations would resonate. I don't think he realized it might go both ways. Some men deserve the justice we bring on them. Do what you have to do, Zelazny. I won't get in your way.
I appreciate that, Jensen. I didn't want you to die for a cause that isn't yours. These men I killed, and these men I'm going to kill. They have names, families, they're people. Their deaths shouldn't be erased from my memory by some electronic software. They should haunt me, taunt me, until I finally meet our Lord and pay for my sins. But the men behind this, they deserve to die. And I think there's poetry in the fact that they engineered their own demise.
And now back to Dr. Wing. Boy, they disappear fast. Like the view. I wonder if Zelazny and his men were using this little room up here.
Hey, Jensen. Zelazny here.
Zelazny? How'd you get this frequency?
You're no stranger to top-secret augmentations, Jensen. You figure it out. In the meantime, just want to let you know I've contacted some of my old pals at Bell Tower. Got them to reassign a couple of local patrols. You should have a few less problems to deal with for a while.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Of course, the real reason for doing that entire quest, aside from the 1150 experience that I got for doing all this stuff so far, when you go back and talk to Dr. Wing, it's a free praxis kit.
没错。
So? You have found Zelazny? I cannot stress enough the importance of this task, Mr. Jensen.
I found him.
Really, Mr. Jensen? You have been able to make him understand reason? Will he turn himself in?
They were already gone when I got there. I looked around a bit, but I couldn't find them.
This is most unfortunate, Mr. Jensen. I'm afraid they will cause further chaos and dissension. I hope they are stopped before this happens. Here is a praxis kit. It's all I have.
And another 1,000 towards another praxis point. Well, that's Jensen for you. You're not supposed to have his data link frequency unless he gives it out. Although at this point you'd think he'd be used to it because Windmill got his frequency. And then I guess Sarif gave his frequency to what's his name? But now we can proceed back to the main quest because there are no more side quests in Hingsha. Filing her nails at work. Okay. Don't need to be here. And actually, Zelazny talking to his friends at Bell Tower, not really that useful because I've already knocked out or killed all of them, but whatever.
You're it. I've got your back. Come on, 老外。
Need to check something, figure out which one activates. Ah, yeah. Cool.
Don't hide.
You can't run.
Hence the reason for all those extra batteries. And the nice thing is, there's now an arms dealer in this district, so I can sell off this stuff.
If...
Sell. The machine pistol. Sell the shotgun. Sell the peps. Sell the revolver. Sell the machine pistol ammo, shotgun ammo, peps ammo, beer.
Yeah, I will be right.
Go sell the heavy rifle.
You see what I... Yeah, I will be right.
And for once, one of my gas grenades actually worked the way it was supposed to.
Access granted.
And here we are in Tracer Tong's secret facility.
Access granted.
Where are you?
Yeah, come back to your position.
I'll be waiting for you, Lao Wai.
Will you now? I guess you will. Oh, you did notice what I just picked up, right? Laser rifle battery? Come on, man. Come back this way. Or don't. I can't hit you from here. Well, because of the way this particular laser works, not so much pew-pew as pew! As long as you hold down the fire button and don't run out of battery. Thank you for stepping right there, please.
Access granted. Wasn't planning on using that, I just wanted the 300 for the Pathfinder.
I saw that!
Oh, great. He's got a heavy. How about no? You come closer. Aren't you the lucky one, BK? Despite how badly you let us down last time, the DH wants me to assign another collection job to you. No women involved this time, so I guess he figures you can't mess it up. The job's in Upper Hingsha. Client's name, Officer Choi Yung-fa. He's paying in merchandise, not cash, so when you've got the goods, stash them in the weapon room safe. Access code is the Year of the Rabbit, 1975.
Come out, and we'll finish this. I saw that!
100 credits. For a second I thought it was 1,000 credits, but I was misreading that. Why yes, I'm going to take your beer. No reason. Another pocket secretary. Xing, your login is Xing L. Your password is Hyro LLR. Another remote detonated explosive, which I will never use. I always sell those things. I'm sure they have a use, I just never use them.
Access denied.
Well, F you. Mock Pharma Online. Quan, we've processed the bell tower agent we found it last week in back of Shuigu Plaza. He was strapped to some crazy augs. Lots of stuff we've never seen before. Like I'm talking no maker's name or model number on a lot of this stuff. He has an eye implant that we can't even activate. Help a brother out? Whoa, I'm excited to see this stuff, but I don't think I'm going to be able to help you out. I think we're going to have to send it to Xing. This sounds way beyond me. It's almost impossible to keep up these days. Wayman, I have a Pectralog with a weird serial number. Because of this, I don't know how to price it. Can you help me out? It's a late model Agaki. Serial number 475-75764. Those parts were made before standardization, but they are well made. Valuable. 4,000, no sweat. So you gonna cut me in on the profit? High roller. Cute.
Access granted.
Tong, I thought you might be interested. Besides the usual Asian-made augs, the BT boys dropped off a beauty. A Sarif series arm with a modified combat chassis. This little bastard uses microcharges to propel the shrapnel. They've even figured out how to beat the backblast problem. Okay, I will come to take a look. I don't want that arm ready to go. I don't want it sitting around. Difficult repair. Hey kid, I have in my possession a Steiner Heppel obturator 3/4 leg aug. Perfect condition except for one hairline orbital rupture. Any idea how to fix it? Whoa, where did you get one of those? You guys been mugging Olympic athletes? It can be fixed, but you'll have to wrangle a micron plasma bonder. Junji works in a shop that has one. You should see about, borrowing it. And of course, another Nigerian scam.
Access granted.
And we go down yet another level.
Access granted.
Wonderful. Emergency stairs. Unfortunately blocked off on this side. But never know. Might be able to use them for a quick getaway. Or might find something. Kind of like how I found that Praxis kit in that other elevator. Or not. And yes, you should always check in the back like that. You might find something. But that is not how I get down below this level. And that exits back out to Lower Hingshaw, so I don't need to take that exit. And at some point I must have gotten a new praxis point. The Singularity Church of the Machine God. Yeah, I'm not going to bother reading those. Just the ones that pertain to the implants and stuff. And the diplomatic situation and all that. Yes, you did. Asshole. I might want to check my implant status. Yeah, 3 praxis? Crap, yeah. Oh, let's see. sprint faster, sprint silently, and jump and land silently. And then wait out of sight until... Come on, come on. It's just a little bit further. Just a little bit further. Good shot, Spears.
It ends now. Keep running, Lawai.
Who's running? Bro, did you get to the new lock for the safe? The sooner it's installed, the better. I don't want some scumbag to walk off with our retirement fund. Tao, way ahead of you. The new lock has been installed. The code is 7920. Well... Today's retinal implants are designed to partially restore useful vision to people who've lost their sight due to degenerative eye conditions. The device consists of an electrode array attached to the eye's retina, a digital camera worn on the user's body, and a transmitter and receiver that converts images to electrical impulses. These are then transmitted by radio frequency to the electrode array. At the moment, there's two types of retinal implants: epiretinal implants and subretinal implants. The only difference between the two is at what point the electrode array stimulates the cells that would attach to photoreceptors. The signal transmitted travels to the optic nerve and then to the brain, allowing for the perception of sight. However, the vision a person receives from these implants is very rudimentary. He or she may be able to see an image similar to a scoreboard made up of large lights, or detect something from light that is only an arm's length away. In other words, today's retinal implant gives the patient very limited vision. For a person who's going blind, it's a very good option for retaining some sense of vision. Still, we at Deus Industries intend to improve it. Must obviously be from an older... Also, as a side note, I really hate these... I really hate these keyboards from On, because they try to compress the keyboard. You know how conventional keyboards have like insert home delete and then page up, page down, end? This one has home, end, and then another row that is something and page up, and then another one that's something and page down. In other words, instead of 2 rows of 3, it has 3 rows of 2. And the function keys are so close together that if you have to like hit F5 to save, then you effectively have to count function keys to find the one you want to press. It's annoying.
Access granted.
Had received permission to gather and protest earlier in the week, but police.
Don't hide! Come on, now what? Where are you?
You can't run!
Come get me!
I'm not trying to run.
Don't hide!
Why not hide? You're trying to shoot me.
I'm going to find you!
Maybe. Or maybe I'm going to do that. Huh. Inventory full, damn it.
Access granted.
Another ammunition count mod that I really can't use.
Access granted.
Father, I think it was a bad idea to use that last shipment of augs. Profit is good, but I can't help but feel we made a deal with the devil. I know you don't want to hear me say it, but Hong Kong is starting to look more and more attractive to me. I am aware that you don't approve, but you will have to show some respect. I have been doing this for a long time. I know the risks. As for Hong Kong, we can look into options. We might need someone to oversee operations. We can discuss later. Cloaking device. They bought me a new subject last night. The augs in the body were mostly useless, but we did recover a cloaking device in near perfect condition. I wouldn't do a subdermal implant with it, but it would make a great handheld. Are you interested? Jing. Oh, cool. Well, maybe I do have room for some extra stuff. And I might have to drop some stuff too, because, well,
that's far enough, Guaylo.
tongue.
You disappoint me, Jensen. I thought we were friends. Then my hacker goes missing. You break into my place of business, and you don't even have the manners to knock when you enter our room. A lot of bell tower heavies looking for you. Any reason I don't just turn you over?
Yeah. Vasily Savchenko.
Never touch the stuff.
You're wearing his arm. GPL device inside it. Let me straight to you.
Scavenged tech. Get you every time. Wrong woman, don't do that here. Sorry to say, the man I got this from wasn't in a position to complain. Bell Tower gave us his corpse a few weeks ago.
Bell Tower? Not Tai Young?
Tai Young's not the one grabbing people off my streets and giving me choice aug, so I closed my eyes.
Savchenko had 4 other scientists with him.
I'm not wearing any of them. So maybe they're still alive, and maybe I help you out with this.
Go on.
I've got a pretty good idea where Bell Tower's been dragging people. Problem is, bastard's got my son. And he gets a bullet if I step out of line. See where I'm going with this?
Where's he being held?
One of my harvester boys will tell you all about it. Meet him in the sewers near the Alice Garden pods. Then, when you free my boy, come back and we talk some more.
I can hardly wait.
Well, there's another 1,000 experience points. And there's the reason we might have to drop some stuff. Building wings a better tomorrow. It's like, how badly do I want a weapon I don't already have? Well... I already have 15 of these unlocking devices. Let's hope that gives me enough room to get what I want. It does! Now then. Oh dear. This is going to annoy me. Let's drop the machine pistol. Pick up the cooling system. Okay, I can't use it with anything. I thought that was the one of the enhancements for the laser weapon. Which can't take a silencer, a laser targeter. That's cute. And it doesn't have the LS-66 Saber-directed energy rifle. It can take reload speed, damage output, and ammo capacity upgrades, though. And I'm going to take that with me because 750 credits, yeah, it's worth way more to me that way. It's worth way more to me than a 360 credit. Oh, there's the ammo capacity upgrade. Hold on a second. Drop that. Pick that up. And apply it to the laser rifle. And now it's time to go up. Back out to Lower Hingshaw. Stop by the arms dealer.
You see what I got?
And sell some stuff. Like, go 2 painkillers.
Bye-bye.
Go ahead and use 3 energy bars. Wait, what? I had 13 of those. It told me I had 13 of... Oh, there we go. There we go.
If...
Sell the beer, the spirits, the machine pistol ammo that I'm never going to use. Hate to do it. Sell about 5 of those automatic unlocking devices. Sell all of those remote detonated devices. Sell that cooling system.
Yeah, I will be right. Bear? Bye-bye.
Never thought I'd say this, but I might wind up actually dropping some of those Typhoon ammos.
Every... Come back, I need...
Remind people that the only way they can get in touch with me is by online.
Here. Fortune and...
Could be trying to track it. I'm sitting here.
You look here. You make me...
There he goes again. You make me poor. I sold you a beer. Now maybe if you bought the laser rifle, things might be a little bit different. That's like 1,500 credits. But I sold you a beer. And then Tong's guy is up here. Or the entrance to the old noodle factory is up here.
You one of Tong's boys?
No. I just like hanging out in the sewers because they smell better than what I eat for breakfast. Any other stupid questions?
Not yet. But if I come up with one, I'll be sure to ask. Where's the kid?
We thought he was in the upper city, holed up nice and tight inside the bell tower compound. But as it turned out, the fox got nervous. Didn't like the look of Tong's flex stick, so they moved his son someplace safer.
What could be safer than inside bell tower headquarters?
You're about to find out, Migrant. They're holding him just around that corner in the basement of an old noodle factory. Won't be easy getting him out either, because the men guarding him aren't your typical bell tower police. These are warriors, specially trained, heavily augmented.
I have a feeling I may have met them before. If that's the case, you got an escape plan?
You are the escape plan, my friend. Didn't Tong tell you? If Bell Tower finds out anyone else is involved, things are going to get very ugly in Lower Hengsha.
So Tong's willing to risk his kid's life on one man's abilities?
Not necessarily. When you get to Tong's son, give him this. He'll know what to do with it. Now get going. Wouldn't want you to miss your next ride.
And if I wanted or needed them, there's 4 more of those automatic unlocking devices right there. Ooh, goody. Gas. Ooh, goody. Revolver ammo and... See, I thought that'd be a way around the gas. Albeit, I am kind of immune to that. Thank goodness I did pay good praxis for that breathing upgrade.
Access granted.
Hi. Night-night.
I've got you.
And that's one of his through-the-wall takeouts. Wanted to come down here so I could get into their security system.
Access granted.
However, well, 17 minutes, that's probably enough time, actually. It's not like this is a big dungeon or anything. Matter of fact...
You Tom's kid.
So my mother keeps telling me, but you are neither bell tower nor Chinese. Am I to assume my honored father is covering his back by sending you in to spring me instead of his harvesters?
Wise assumption. Let's get out of here.
I don't think so. Last time I checked, Bell Tower had a lot of firepower out there. You may have been able to slip past them with ease, but I'm thinking it's safer in here. No offense, American.
None taken. I wasn't crazy about the odds myself, but when I questioned it, I was told to give you this.
Well, well. Way to go, Father. This changes everything. Assuming they reassembled it correctly. You ready to go?
Tell me something first. How the hell was Bell Tower able to nab you?
Whatever do you mean?
Come on, kid. I may not be 100% up on the triads, but I'm betting your dad's not far from becoming a dragon head. I find it highly unlikely that the local authorities could just waltz in and take off with his son.
Under normal circumstances, you would be right. But in this case, I'm the one who walks over to them.
You volunteered to be kidnapped? Why?
Let's just say, my father and I do not share the same love of augmentations. I find them dangerous and not something our family should be putting so much trust in. But father expects me to... how do you say it? Follow in his footprints? So a change of scenery is required.
I'm not following you.
Tong Si-hung would never willingly allow his only son to leave his side. I needed a way to convince him that I had to leave Hengsha immediately.
So you orchestrated the kidnapping. You're playing with fire, kid. By pitting the triads against Bell Tower, you've put the entire population of Lower Hengsha at risk.
That may be true. But you are here to rescue me, aren't you? So my plan seems to be working this far.
Right. And sometimes the more power you think you have, the more quickly it slips from your grasp.
I will try to remember that, American. Are you ready to go now?
I feel a lot more confident about things if I knew what the device was and exactly what you intend to do with it.
You mean they didn't tell you? Not surprising, I suppose, given how much Father enjoys his little secrets. I assume you've noticed how his harvesters like to repurpose existing technology?
If you mean steal it from other people and sell it to new customers, then yeah, I noticed.
Not necessarily a practice I approve of, but not everything gets resold. Sometimes it is taken apart and reassembled into something more useful. A handheld version, for instance, that doesn't need to be implanted in the human body to work.
You're still not telling me what that thing is.
Easier if I just show you. So, shall we leave?
Yeah, but stick close. Your father and I have some unfinished business to take care of, and it all goes to shit if I don't get you back to him in one piece.
Don't worry about that. I'll make sure Father sticks to his promise. Maybe even get him to throw in a little extra. But as grateful as I am for your assistance, from here on in, it's every man for himself. See you later.
And here I was wondering why his toilet was glowing. Turns out there was an energy bar in there. Well, at least it was still in its wrapper. I guess it just depends on how watertight that wrapper is.
Over there! Hold it! Open
Damn it.
Sweep the area. We've got a body here. We've got a hostile in the area. Look alive. Sweep the area. We've got a body here. Go, 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 go!
Comb the desert. You hear me? Comb the desert. Damn it! Sorry guys, I'm immune to that too. I wasn't really going to grab all this stuff, but I guess I will.
Access granted.
Tong's crew gathering en masse. Informant suspects SOP location compromised. VIP remains priority. Advise withdrawal and regroup. Solid copy on sitrep. Negative on relocation. Informant is missing key intel. Singapore just delivered shiny new carrot to Harvester hideout. Crew most likely rushing over to inspect the goods. Wouldn't be surprised if next time we see him, Tong Sr. is sporting a new arm. Super 6-9er, VIP secure. Remains royal, PITA. Super 6 Bravo nearly shot him over a request for soda. Advised VIP quarantine and escalation of authority. Negative on escalated authority, Super 6-0. Mission directive calls for careful management of VIP to avoid political ramifications. No complications. We know he is a pain in the ass, but you have to take it easy on him. Think of him as a political prisoner. We mishandle this and there will be war in the streets, guaranteed. Oh. Oh, I'm sure we can find something to drop. Like these shotgun cartridges, maybe. The shotgun cartridges are probably worth more than that is. More pro energy bars? Okay, well. We'll do that the easy way then. We'll use 2 of them. And that'll make room for 2 more.
Access granted.
Okay. Now I have a load of stuff to take to the arms dealer, so... But we are coming up on the 4-hour mark if we haven't passed it already. So we have gotten Tong's son out of Bell Tower's hands, and so I am going to save it here and end it for today. Again, don't forget that if you like what I do and would like to support the channel, to like and subscribe. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate all your support. And have a great rest of your evening.